PTE Grammar Rules. English grammar is one of the most difficult and stressful subjects for many people and many students, as it has many confusing and complicated rules. However, grammar plays a very important role in the question types in PTE exam, such as summary written text, essay writing, reading fill the blank, reading and writing fill the blanks, reorder paragraph, summarize spoken text, and of course, write from dictation. It took me four attempts to finally get my desired score of 79 plus in all sections. I bought and read so many grammar books when I prepared for my PTE examination, so you don't have to if you watch my video. I have made a video series of PTE grammar rules that you must know if you want to achieve your PTE target score. Currently, I have made 15 videos of grammar rules and continuing to be updated on my channel. So you might consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't done it yet. Each video consists of explanation and examples of each grammar rule to make sure that you will be able to apply these rules in your PTE exam or not. I will make each video and explain each grammar rule in my own words so that it will be clear and very easy to understand. And of course, I will make each video as short and sweet as possible, straight to the point, no fluff, because I know that you don't have much time. We are going to see relative clauses with who, that, which. Is very important, especially for your writing essay. You have to be able to use these relative clauses, who, that, and which. So let's have a look together. The section A, the first one. Study this example together. Last week we had a party and a lot of people came. Everybody enjoyed it. So everybody who came to the party enjoyed it. So at first you have two sentences. Last week we had a party and a lot of people came. This is the first one. And then the second sentence you have everybody enjoyed it. Now we can combine these two sentences together using who. Relative clause become who came to the party. You see the yellow highlighted in your screen here. This is relative clause using who. Everybody who came to the party. So a clause is a part of a sentence. A relative clause tells us which person or thing or what kind of person or thing the speaker means. So it adds the extra information so that we understand more. The woman who lives next door to me. So who lives next door to me tells us which woman, which women the speaker is talking about. People who complain all the time. So people who complain all the time tells us what kind of people. So we use who in a relative clause for people. We cannot use who for things. The woman who lives next door to me is a doctor. I don't like people who complain all the time. An architect is someone who designs buildings. What was the name of the person who called? And the last one, do you know anyone who wants to buy a car? We use who for people. But we also use that for people as well, but we cannot use which for people. The woman that lives next door to me is a doctor, not the woman which lives next door to me is a doctor. So now you understand that we can use who for people. We also use that for people in relative clause. Now let's have a look at section B. When we are talking about things, we have to use that or which. I don't like stories that have unhappy endings. So I don't like stories that have unhappy endings. But we can also say, I don't like stories which have unhappy endings. We have two possibilities for explaining things. Grace works for a company that makes furniture. Or we can say, Grace works for a company which makes furniture. That or which, okay for when we're talking about things. And now I'm going to move on to the section C, the next one. In relative clauses, we use who, that, and which, not he, she, they, it. So I met a Canadian woman at the party. She is an English teacher. These are two sentences, but when we use the relative clause who, we have to combine together. I met a Canadian woman who is an English teacher. We cannot use she is an English teacher in this case. This is the difference of this style of writing. I can't find the keys. They were on the table. So then when you combine together, we have to write where are the keys that were on the table. You see, that were on the table. You cannot say where are the keys they were on the table. It's not possible. And the last one, let's have a look at the section D. What means the things that? What mean the things that? So let's compare what and that. What is the difference? What happened was my fault. What happened was my fault. When I say something like this, it means the thing that happened was my fault. But you see the difference here? Everything that happened was my fault. Everything that happened was my fault. Not everything what happened. This is incorrect. The machine that broke down is now working again. The machine that broke down is now working again. We cannot say the machine what broke down. Now let's practice together relative clauses with who, that, which. Let's do number 2. Make one sentence from 2. Use who, that, or which. Let's have a look at the example first so that we can better understand how to do it. A girl was injured in the accident. She is now in hospital. So now we have two sentences, and then we can combine them together. We can make one sentence using who, that, or which. And the answer is the girl who was injured in the accident is now in hospital. Why we have to use who? Because we use who to refer to the person, to people, right? That's why we have to use the girl who was injured. Then number 2, a waiter served us. He was impolite and impatient. So it's become the waiter who, but we can use that as well for people. The waiter who or that served us. How is he? He was impolite. He was impolite and he also was impatient. This is question number 2. We can use who or that for relative clause for the people, for person. Then number 3, a building was destroyed in the fire. It has now been rebuilt. So it's become one sentence. The building is not person, so it's a thing. We have to use the building that. The building that. Can we use something else? We can use which as well, because the building is a thing. We can use which. The building that or which was destroyed. Destroyed where? In the fire. In the fire. And then we just has now been rebuilt. Then number 4, some people were arrested. They have now been released. So some people, we have to use who, which, or that. We can use who and that in this case. The people who or that were arrested. This is passive voice. Now, how have they become? So now, have now been released. Have now been released. That's it for number 4. And then the last one, a bus goes to the airport. It runs every half hour. So the bus is not the person. We have to use that or which. The bus that Another option, we can use wish as well. Goes to the airport. Then the second one, runs every half hour. Nothing changed. Every half hour. So I hope you understand all the 4 questions that we've just done together. Now let's finish this unit with the exercise number 3. Complete the sentences, choose from the box and use who, that, or which. The example number 1, Ellen works for a company that makes furniture. So Ellen works for a company where? A company that makes furniture. Describe that this company makes furniture. Now let's do together number 2. The movie is about a girl. So we have to find the idea, find the sentence first. The movie is about a girl. A girl runs away from home. You agree, yeah? We have to use runs away from home. So the movie is about a girl who, or you can use that as well. You have 2 possibilities. Who or that runs away from home. Runs away from home. That's it for the second question. And then number 3, what happened to the pictures? What happened to the picture? We have to use which one with the pictures? We have to use were hanging on the wall. We hang the photo, the pictures on the wall. What happened to the pictures? The picture is the some things, right? We have to use that or which. That or which were hanging on the wall. Nothing changed. The number 4, a mystery is something dash. A mystery is something. So which one is suitable for a mystery is something cannot be explained, right? Cannot be explained. So we have to use that or which cannot be explained because it's mystery. The number 5, I've heard it's a good hotel, but I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone has stayed there. I've heard that it's a good hotel, but I don't know anyone who or that. Who or that has stayed there. So I don't know, is it true or not? Now this one already done. Hanging on the wall done. Runs away from home cannot be explained. Now number 6. History is the study of things happened in the past. History is something that happened in the past. So number 6 become that or which, because it's things happened in the past. Happened in ed, right? In the past. Okay, almost done. Number 7, Albert Einstein was the scientist. Which one you think for Albert Einstein developed the theory of relativity? So Albert Einstein was the scientist who. We cannot use which because Albert Einstein is a person. Developed the theory of relativity. Then the last one, it seems that Earth is the only planet can support life. So which one we have to use for the Earth, the planet that or which can support life. So that's it for this unit, relative clauses with who, that, and which. I hope you understand everything that we just learned today. PTE Ultimate Guide to Score 79 Plus. It took me 4 consecutive attempts to get my desired score of 79 plus in all the 4 sections in order to apply for Australian permanent residency. I have been through the painful experience that I will never forget, and I don't want you to experience it. With my painful and also wonderful experience after taking PTE exam for 4 times, I was able to create the PTE Ultimate Guide to score 79 plus. In this guide, I am going to share literally everything about PTE exam, all my secrets, some preparation steps, or tips and tricks that helped me crack the exam. I will be explaining each and every task, in total 20 tasks, in 4 sections with the marking criteria, the strategy, or the easy templates that I used in the real exam, and things you need to be careful. You just need to read this guide and go implement it. This is the best thing that I can give to you. This guide is very in-depth, packed with useful tips and tricks, and of course, it will help you to get your desired score as quickly as possible as soon as you take action. It's definitely worth your time, no fluff, straight to the point. The main reason I decided to create this guide for you is mainly because I think if we practice enough and smart, you don't deserve to take PTE exam more than 2 attempts to get your desired score. I don't want you to waste your time, money, and energy again and again. If you want to download this guide, you just need to check the link down below in the video description box.